Good evening and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Cricket Captain 2024. We are back with another episode here today, guys, and you can see on the screen these are the results of the poll. New South Wales is back. I'm sure, well, you could have tell from the thumbnail, from the title, but we are back, and this is the vote. This was the result of the vote. Really close. I put up 4 options, season 2 of all of the current saves. And New South Wales, you can see, got the lead, only by like 1 or 2 votes, not that much at all. And unfortunately, Netherlands didn't really get much of the vote at all. But that was kind of like a wild card, just throwing it in there, a rogue choice, just to see if that did win. It could have done, it wouldn't have been that long of a series anyway. But maybe we'll do that another time. Anyway, we are back, season 2 of the New South Wales save, and the Sydney Sixers, of course, we still got that as well. And the first game we're going to be playing against Western Australia in the Sheffield Shield. We're going to hit continue. We're going to manage the off-season coaching. Yeah, of course, that wouldn't be the worst thing to be doing. We could set some training. What we're going to try and do this season and kind of going forward with, well, Cricket Captain and more or less all of the series on my channel is that we're going to work a little bit slower, try and record with a little bit more detail and kind of really focus on what we're doing, focus on the games. That's kind of why as part of the channel kind of changing a little bit, I got rid of the upload schedule I was working with, and I basically decided, okay, we're not going to do 2 series at a time. We're going to go with 1, and we're really going to focus on it. We're going to go 1 series at a time, really focus on it, and really try and I don't know, just win a little bit more. Like we do well. We won a title with Barbados. That was a pretty good one. We managed to win the One Day Cup. I'm fairly certain that's the one we managed to win, and we were very close with the West Indies Championship. So we had a pretty good run, you could say. But what we want to try and do is really kind of focus up on all of the tournaments that we're in, all of the saves, and try and do our best in all of them. So let's get into it. Let's stop talking about stuff and let's get into it now. We want to work on some of the training. So fitness-wise, we've got a couple of injuries. We've got Ben Dorsius injured. Looks like that. Chris Green? Yeah, that's Chris Green. Also injured. A couple of players who are probably away playing for their other clubs, like Hughes and Abbott. I think and Lyon probably out playing. Tremaine's injured as well. Dang. Oh no, he's away. So they're probably away playing for other domestic teams. Like obviously Lyon played for Lancashire this year. Abbott's a Surrey lad. I'm not sure where Hughes else he plays, but I'm sure I can find out. Going there for the 4 team and his team. He's playing for Hampshire. There you go. So that's who he's playing for, which isn't so bad. But yeah, let's work on what we want to do here. So we want to try and get some form. Davies, you've got very low fitness. Let's try and, in fact, there's a couple of players with very low fitness. Try and get your fitness up a little bit. Go to some physio. Hackney's got lovely form. That's great. Maddinson, that's not so great. So let's do... Have a look. 833. Wow, the form's not great. But let's just go put you in for a bit of extra batting practice. Same for Nicteris as well. Patterson, that's very bad. That's real low. Got to get this form up before we start the season, really. Josh Philippi. Going to put you on batting instead. Got a lot of players here though. We've got like quite a few. I mean, the squad size is just massive, really. It's what, like 30 players or something. There's Heading Curd Bird. Hadley. I mean, Hazelwood's got not the best amount of form, so let's get a little bit of bowling practice in there. Kerr, we're actually working on some technique because didn't always feel like Kerr was bowling so well when we needed him to. Damper a little bit as well. Okay, that means we've got 1 field session left, so let's give it to a keeper and try and work on a few things. Shaw, age 22, Hicks, age 20, okay. So just a bit of fielding technique, and then we've got 1 more physio session. So Davies is up there. Lyon's low on physio, Tremaine as well. Let's go with Constance then. Oh, no, wrong one. There we go. Extra physio and continue on. Okay, cool. So we've got nothing, like, we've got no matches until October. You can see that. And we're in June now. It's the start of the season. So we've got a long way before we have to actually worry about playing any games. So Davies is now on duty. That's interesting for Davies. If we click on your 4 team as well. Nope. Okay, cool. That means we've got an extra coaching session for Smith going on international duty and an extra physio session as well. So where do we want to throw the physio session? Considering most of our players have now dipped to what, well, not most of them, but, you know, a good amount of our players are not available to train right now because they're off playing either for Australia or in another country. Stark's doing some work. Zampa's training with us. That's interesting. We'll go bowling technique. No, we'll go with just bowling practice for Sanga. Okay, hit continue again. Awesome. So I feel like you get a training session every month. I've never actually checked if that's correct, but I think that's kind of how it works. Maybe every couple of months. Maybe every 6 weeks or something like that. And now we've got 2 coaching sessions. Why is that? What's changed? Zampa's gone. Okay, that's 1. And then Kerr's injured. Okay, that's not helpful, is it? Go to Edwards and work on a little bit of batting and trying to get the form up of these guys is proving a little bit difficult. Saltzman's working on it. Dorshis is working on it. Kerr's injured, so we can't really help with that. Edwards is training. Abbott, Hicks training. Gilks is training as well. Patterson's training. Everyone's kind of training. Not really much I can do about it. Let's, can we give the extra physio to Kerr? No, it's only 7 days though, actually. That's not too bad. Let's give a bit of extra physio to Hadley. And the training can go to Nisbet. There he is. Okay. Hit continue again. We're in August now, so we're actually much closer to that first game than I thought. It's not going to take too long. Maybe one more training kind of bout, and then we'll go straight into the game. Here it is. Okay, so who is back? Nope, some players are back, others aren't. Hughes is now not available. Nectaris, you could get more practice in. Gilks is still a bit low on the form there, which isn't great. Davies, let's give you a bit of batting practice as well, and that's actually all we can do. Hit continue. We're going to the end of September, and now it's contract time. Okay, awesome. So 4 of our players are in the lineup playing T20s. That's fine. Okay, so we're doing Sydney Sixers first. Okay, well, look at 20 over last year and see how we fared. Okay, Vince is a big yes. But who else? Who else is going to join him? I mean, how many overseas can we... Oh, we can have 7. Dang. Quite a few. Not bad from Abbott. Those bowling averages, to be fair. Not bad at all. Okay, where else though? Where else? So there's two that we've offered out. Philippi didn't actually bat that well. Look at that. Not the best. We know he's a player for the future, so we're going to keep him signed up. Hughes, 36. Not sure. Tom Curran, yep, definitely. Edwards, not the best numbers. Kerr, again, not the best numbers. Jofra Archer, big time, good numbers, great numbers. Okay, we'll hit continue. Those are the expired ones. This is the squad at the minute. We keep Smith, Silk, Patterson, Davies, Bird, Dorshus, Murphy, and Perry. Those are the offers we have currently made. Let's hit continue. Vince is happy. Abbott's happy. Philippi's happy. Tom Curran's happy. Jofra Archer's happy as well. Now we can have a look at who is there, who is around. Okay. Let's look at last year. We're going to look at first things first. We're going to go to batting. Look at the averages. So 41. Wow. Joe Phillips, absolutely smacking runs, a 40 average. Only 8 games though, to be fair. 43 from Tristan Stubbs. Ooh. that could be a signing and a half. Then again, what's the availability? 68%, but it is specifically T20 League, so we're going to go for that. That's not a bad one. But Anchor as well. This is Rothman Power as well. Oh my word. Okay. Other numbers. Brevis, not bad. Ackerman, not bad at all. 36 Quentin. We can't go for Quentin. We had him for Barbados. We've got to change it up. Use different players. Numbers obviously drop when we get down to the bowlers. That's not a surprise. You know, I'm going to go for Phillips. That's a big salary, though. But we'll go for it. Why not? We'll see what we... Well, I don't know. We'll see. Okay. Other numbers. Anyone pushing up big numbers here? Not really. It's hard to kind of judge off the first round because for the most part, the best players have kind of been held onto. And there's Stark, Cummins, and Josh Hazlewood. Is a little bit crazy. Let's see if we can get Hazlewood. Hit continue. Stubbs is in. Phillips is in. Hazlewood's in. Awesome. Okay, now other players would have been picked up. Walter's gone to Brisbane Heat. Interesting. Tim David. Agar Green. Sanger Swordsman. There's some of our boys. That's who we signed at the end there. Okay. Now there's even more players that like available because of that exact thing, because of players who haven't signed on and stuff like that. So we've got 2 spots and basically 95,000, 2 spots, and they could both be overseas if we wanted to. If there are names in there that are kind of standing out to me. Looking at bowlers right now, the bowling averages is quite useful, but it's also a little bit, yeah, because you want to be looking at the overs, really. The more overs they were bowling at a better average is even better. For example, Bolt, Shane Shah Afridi. I mean, what's the contract looking like? 66. We can do that. We can actually do that. That's a big signing. Wow, we'll take that. We will take that. We got 29,000 left. I don't really see many players that would be available to us on such a low salary, but it would be nice to try and sign someone just for the sake of filling out the squad and making sure we do have a full squad. I mean, there's Gilks. We'd go for Gilks and keep it kind of in-house. I mean, there's Nisbet. Got Walsh there. Jesse Walsh, age 21. Martin, Joseph Martin, aged 18. There's a couple of youngsters around with the lower numbers here. And again, Nisbet is a New South Wales lad. I think it wouldn't be the worst idea to kind of keep it kind of in-house a little bit. Great, when do I start? Lovely. That's our squad done then. We've got 18. I'm going to hit continue, exit out. Now we'll go to New South Wales contracts. Moyes Enriques is retired. Dang. Okay, who do we want to stay? So we look at last year's form mostly. Maddinson on a form. That's not bad. 30 is pretty dang good. So we'll go with yes. That's not great from Patterson. That's pretty dang good from Gilks, though. So we'll go with a yes. We've got a couple of youngsters in there. Tremaine is, I think, a big yes. Like, 22 average is quite nice, but it's not really a signing for the future, is it? But we played him a lot last year. Okay, we're gonna renew a couple of the like kind of youngsters here, 20, 22-year-olds. Keep the squad kind of. Well, I don't want to just be like cutting youngsters for no reason, really. A youth player? Yeah, go for it. Why not? Okay, let's hit continue. Gilks is happy, Nisbet's happy, Higgs is happy, Shaw's happy, Anderson and Hooper, they're all happy. And now we've got a chance to kind of look at a couple of players around. So We could get an overseas. Wow, my word. What? Harry Brook? We could sign Harry Brook. Availability is not going to be that high, but I mean, that's kind of crazy. I've got to go for it. I've got to go for it. That would be kind of crazy if we could sign up Harry Brook. That'd be a bit out of nowhere, to be honest, but we'll take it. Not a lot of kind of great numbers on the batting here. There's a lot of players who haven't played a lot on the first class. If we look at the one day, it's kind of the same situation. Look at the T20. A few playing T20, but not very many players who are kind of playing first class cricket here. Yeah, career averages, not what I mean. There's Patterson, 35. That's our lad. And squad size. Wait, sorry, is that squad size 27, 28? That, I think that's the max now. No, that might be the max. We might have actually reserve overseas. Yeah, that's fine. The squad size of 28 is kind of crazy anyway. You can only have 11 out on the field, so I'm actually not too mad about that. We brought in Harry Brook. It's a weird signing. I don't know if Harry Brook has played much cricket, like state cricket, out in Australia, but I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. You know, I wouldn't be surprised because a lot of players, they do branch out and they're like, okay, I've got to go and play out there if I want to get better at these conditions or this, you know, like doing this, doing that, and that's how it works. So, a couple of youth players in there. Gilks, get some more fielding training done for me, lad. Hicks the same, working on catching. Abbott, definitely just get a bit more bowling practice in. Same for Kurt and Chris Green. 3 sessions left. Hazelwood, yeah, definitely get in the net, get that form up. Lion, probably also just do a bit of practice. And then where do we want to go with physio? There's Sangha with 1. And, well, Smith is away, so we can't do that. Hazelwood? Yeah, Hazelwood, there we go. Oh, we've actually got one more session available. Just go to Hughes. Yeah, we'll just go to Hughes. That's not the worst idea, I don't think. And here we are, finally. We're at the first game, guys. So it only took us about 10 minutes to load up and get to the first game. But this is kind of what I mean. Like, I actually want to play the game like slower, really thinking about things, try and really do our very best to just do well, just to win as many games as possible. This is a season where I reckon we've got a really good chance of going big, getting some good runs, getting some good scores. And we're going to start with 3. We do sometimes mess. Oh, Harry Brook can start. Oh, my word. Okay. Davies comes in at 5. So you've got Brook and Davies at 5. You've got Philippi in there. Shaw can therefore swap out, probably for an all-rounder. Abbott makes perfect sense. Hard not to play Josh Hazelwood, I'm not going to lie. Same for Nathan Lyon, same for Ben Dorshis, same for Sean Abbott. I mean, that's quite a scary lineup, if I'm being honest. Okay, now we want to sort out who's going to play second team. So Hughesy can rest. Nicotera, you can play second team. O'Toole, you're fine to rest as well. Hooper plays some second team because that's a youngster we want to kind of improve over time. Hicks, definitely second team. Davis as well. Yep, Green as well. Kerr, definitely need to get that form up before I can really consider you. Saltzman and Sangha, and that's that. Okay, so conditions-wise, well, we're in Australia, and it's more summer than winter, so conditions-wise, it's going to be baking. It's going to be big. It's going to be big bowlers time. Okay, Harry Brook's in there. Who's going to take captaincy? That's an interesting one, actually. That is an interesting one. I mean, Madison's a choice. Lyon's probably a choice. I'm actually going to go for Hazelwood. It's not always that you get a bowler as captain, but it works for Australia. Pat Cummins has been captain for a good long while now. And we're going to bowl first. Okay, so our first test. Our first game, our first challenge, going to be bowling at Western Australia. We've got to try and get some runs and do some damage here. Okay, so Anderson's not going to open up. Hazelwood will open up with himself first over. Only 2 from it. That's okay. And then Ben Dorcius as well. Okay, that's the first boundary, followed by another one. So where... And another one, and another one. Okay, so they are getting these boundaries already. We've got to kind of cut that out as best we can. Stop this. And here we go. First chance. Dorcius to Hussain, and we take the catch. And that's the first wicket. The first wicket of a new season. Let's go. And that brings in Cartwright. Okay, offside again. Same situation here. Just bowling a similar line. And Hazelwood will continue. And now Dorcius gets the wicket. We're going to make the change. Abbott comes on. And it could be an instant change. That is there an edge there? No, we're not going up. And then, some boundaries. So, maybe sort your line out, Abbott. Or is there I'm not sure there's a single there, lad. There's no single there, and that's a run out. And we have got them 34 for 2. Very early days. Very early days as well. Okay, Abbott went for 9 last over. Let's try and sort that line out. That's better. That's only 4. Not bad. Hazelwood will take a break. Go to Anderson. Good stuff. Abbott, that's okay. This is good. This is a little bit of control. In fact, we're going to drag that length back against Cartwright. And it's still kind of doing what we want it to do. Anderson, too hardy. Oh, no edge there. Good over again. So what are we looking at the bowling card wise? Abbott's actually the most expensive and he's only going at 4s. It's not bad at all. Let's bring on Lyon just for... No, they both like spin. Let's not do that. Let's bring on Harry Brook for a random 1 over. Goes for 10. Yeah, we're not going to do that often. We're just going to try it out every now and then. Okay, Dorcius and Hazelwood to wrap up the session. Have hit a few there. 108 for 2. 108 for 2. Tasmania 4-6. All out. Victoria chasing it down or, trying to set a reply. 53 for 2. And South Australia, they're on the same day as us. So they've only played 1 session. 98 for 2. Okay, Dorcius, let's give Lyon just an over. He only went for 1. That's not bad. Hazelwood... Gone for a few, Hazelwood. Let's cut that out. Go to Anderson. And we're actually going to bring this back just a little bit. While these guys are a little bit more set. The Lyon will keep the bit of aggression on Anderson to Cartwright. We do need a wicket here. Is there an under edge? No, there is not. Okay, Anderson, 1 more over. Goes for 5. Not the best, not the worst. They have taken a little bit more control back. And let's up the length to Hardy and see if that does work. Lyon's bowling well so far, but we're going to keep changing it up. Regular line there against... Is this Hardy? Dorcius to Hardy? Is that the one? No, it wasn't. Okay, so the change that we made was actually to Cartwright, but it's got a wicket. We've got a wicket either way. Ben Dorcius takes his 2nd of the game. Lovely stuff. Okay, we can bring that length back then to Turner. And actually get a little bit aggressive up in his business. Just for now. Just to see if it does work. Hazelwood swap out. We're going to go back to Nathan Lyon. Getting a couple of boundaries here. Turner is actually playing quite well to start his innings. So we're going to calm it down just a tad. And even then, Lyon is now going up 4s, which I'm not a fan of. Anderson just a couple of overs before the end here. That is T on day 1. Okay, so that was probably a session that you would say Western Australia had the better of that one. South Australia kind of struggling there. Queensland are taking a good number of wickets. 406 about 184 for 4. Okay, we do need to have a bit of a better session here. Try and take a couple of wickets. So let's try and do that straight away. Straight away. We need to get Cartwright out. So we're going to go to Hazelwood. And, okay, it's not to Cartwright, it's to Turner, but there's no edge. And we're going to go to Nathan Lyon. They're just continuing on here, finding the boundary. There's not, to be honest with you, we're in Australia. There's not going to be always that much to work with for the bowlers. You've got to hit a length. You've got to hit with good pace. You might get sent to the fence if you're not careful. And at the moment, we're struggling a little bit to keep Nathan Lyon from getting sent to the fence. I mean, it's quite rough. Anderson, 2-turner. No edge again. That's better from Dorsius. And now to Cartwright again, no edge. Where he's going to everyone. There's just boundaries around because, you know, if they play a good shot, they play a good shot. Should probably be protecting the leg side a little bit more, considering that's where we're bowling over here. But, I mean, that's actually not that many boundaries going through that way. But 4. Cartwright just absolutely taking runs off that over. We need him gone. Dorsius, there. Oh, inside edge. Get out of town. Gosh, struggling here. We really are. Good start. We haven't really backed it up. Hazelwood, 2-turner. Again. Can't find the edge. Hazelwood to Turner again. We found a potential matchup here. Oh, he puts that up, but no one there to claim the catch. Let's go to Abbott, who hasn't bowled nearly as much as our other bowlers here. We'll take the new ball. We've kind of got to here. We've got to. And we'll go with a bit of... Look at that. They're still getting boundaries every over, it seems. Hazelwood, 2-turner. That'll get rid of Turner on 88. 368 for 4, though. They have had a cracking day so far. We need to take a couple more wickets here and kind of get through this tough period. That's another 4. Inside edge off Cartwright. Go back to Dorsius. Abbott can keep bowling for a little bit. Now to Anderson. And 1 over from Nathan Lyon. And that'll wrap up the day. 411 for 4. It's not the day we were after. We had such a good start. 2 early wickets. Since then, not been able to do much. Okay, it's a new day though. It's a new day. Hazelwood will start. Anderson, I don't mind bowling as well. Anderson, 2 Cartwright. Are we finally going to get the wicket? Not yet. Okay, Anderson swaps out for Dorsius. Is it Cartwright gone now? No. Oh, I mean, they're taking the single. Is there a single there? There is. Hazelwood's bowled pretty well this morning, but he's out of steam. Dorsius to Ashley Cooper in the air. It's got to be taken. It's got to be taken. There we go. Finally. Finally. Caught in the deep. It was caught by the bowler. What do you mean caught in the deep? Dorsius takes his 3rd wicket. I mean, he's had a rough time out there, but he's still going. He's still going. Okay, Abbott to bowl to Holt. And it will be an early wicket. There we go. We finally get a bit of 1 brings 2 in the situation. Potentially 1 brings 3. It does indeed. Dorsius takes his 4th, and that's looking a little bit better now. We bowl them out. I mean, they're at 450. So I say it's looking better. It is looking a bit better, but not by a lot. Not by a lot at all. I mean, we get another one here. Dorsius gets his fifer. Where has this been? Honestly. I know we're bowling at the tail now, so yes, that's where it's been, but you know what I'm saying. Okay, Dorsius. I mean, you did just take a great over. I can't really swap you now. Abbott 2 Cartwright. Are we finally going to get him? Not yet. Another chance, though. That'll do. He gets 211. So, yeah. Big runs, but we do finally get him out. And Dorsius to wrap things up. There we go. He ends with 6 for 134. I mean, the economy's not that bad. It's only at 4s, but it's not like it's up at 5, 6s. You're going at a run of ball. You're going at more than that. You're not. But 461 is a big first innings score, and we're going to have that quite well trying to match that up, especially when we've got our 2 defensive batsmen out there starting things off. Morris to Constas. Straight, it's in the air, but it's gone for 4, so I'm not too mad about it. Let's see if we can just get to the end of the session without losing a wicket. That'd be very nice. I'm not going to mess with the aggression. I'm not going to mess with anything. 12 minutes to go. Get to the break. A couple of boundaries are lovely. Hackney, lovely boundary. 11 off 19. He is. 1 minute left. Kelly to Hackney. Last ball. It'll go not for 4, sorry. Just to the fielder. There's no run out there. And that is lunch. And we are 22 without loss. So only 439 behind. Let's look at the other games. 294 all out. So Tasmania have got firm control over that game. And that game is relatively in the balance. Queensland have lost a couple of wickets there, but they're still 140 behind. You do need a little bit of runs from your middle slash lower slash tail. You're really going to have a chance of battling that out. We're on the other side of things. We're early doors in our innings. We need to try and basically reach some parity, not lose wickets, take our time if we need to. But when there is a chance to go big, we should go big. You know, Constas is there building a little bit more of a platform. So if he can start smacking some runs, or at least there we go. That's the problem. That's what you get when you tell them to go big and then they play a big shot and they get out. You can't really complain about it. Hackney is still there, going well. Maddinson has joined him, of course. Hackney is now the player who's in, so he's going to be the one to try and have a bit more of a swing. Nothing there. The lead is down to below 400. That's a bit of something. Hackney is, what, on 40 now, maybe? Pushing 40 now, definitely. 42. Keep going, lad. Oh, what a shot. That's a great shot. 47, 48, 49. He can't get his 50 just before the break. Maddinson play a bit more of an anchor, I suppose. See if Hackney can take off. And that will be the single that brings Hackney up a 50 in our first innings. Not bad. Not bad at all. I've got to say, we're going to tell him, when he gets fully set, we're going to go next level of aggression. There we go. Not quite fully set, but we're going to go. There we go. That's the 100 up for the team. That's lovely. In only 48 overs, it's a bit slow. It is, in fact, it's very slow. We're only going at about 2 and over here, which isn't the best, but kind of what happens when you get put under a big amount of pressure from the first inning score. Like, if we had them, dang it, Hackney. If we had them, 200 for 8 or something in one day, then you'd be thinking, okay, we're on top. We can go big here, blah, blah, blah. But that's not the case right now. We need to make sure we put a reply in that isn't going to cost us this game. At the minute, we're kind of struggling with that. Brooke and Davies now need to kind of play the calm game. Boundaries are fine. Every now and then, boundaries are fine. But we've still got 300 runs to deal with here. So we need a big innings from our big overseas signing. And we also need a big innings from Davies as well, who's played quite a bit of cricket for Australia. Look at that. One day international. Okay, not for Australia. Only one day international for Australia. And again, he's only 24 and he did get 50. So we've got a good player on our hands. Let's see if he can bring that to New South Wales, though. Because there's a long way to go in this game. And if we can put up a decent first innings reply, this game is not beyond us just yet. I'm very much a fan of everyone at the minute. And now I can actually say it. Everyone has got 20 runs or above, which is quite nice. And now we start again. 300 behind. Brooke and Davies are going to try and take control this session. So when they get to 1S, first S on the settled bar, that will be one level of aggression. When it gets to the second T, that will be another level of aggression. And when they get to the D, oh no, Davies! He's put it up. I didn't even get to change his aggression level. Brings in Josh Philippi. They've taken the new ball. Let's see if Harry Brooke can kind of steady the ship, settle things up a little bit. We don't really need to go any bigger now, because if we lose another wicket, Philippi, buddy, that's not what we needed. Not what we needed. 198 for 5. Abbott's got to come in and kind of play a little bit of second fiddle here to Harry Brooke. Did he? Don't like listening to me, do they? They do not like listening to me. Come on, buddy. Wowza. Wowza. The middle, lower order, the bowlers not able to contribute all that much here. Now it's very much going to be Harry Brook batting with the tail and trying to find runs rather than kind of being in a clean, nice, easy position where runs can come to him, you know? Okay, so Harry Brook doing well. He's out there on 62, top scoring for us right now. Nathan Lyon is on a 25 ball duck. He finally gets a single, but he is doing exactly what I need him to do. I need Brook to get the runs, and I need Nathan Lyon to simply stay there with him as much as he can. We are 77 away from the follow-on right now. We need to get to that follow-on, and then at least you can kind of say we've made a bit of a game of it. Hazelwood now comes in. He's going to have to do the same thing. Just, can we get to the follow-on? 63 runs, and as long as Brook doesn't get out, in my head, I'm thinking there's still a chance we can get to that follow-on, avoid the follow-on, send Western Australia back in. It's 51 now. 50 runs is the difference. Brook is having a great innings. He's on 99. Hazelwood, don't get out, buddy. Hazelwood, what are you doing? Why are you driving to that one? There is Harry Brook. He gets 100. Our overseas. It's a huge signing. I've got to say, it's a huge overseas signing for us. That might even have to be the title of the video because that's a crazy signing. Harry Brook joins New South Wales, plays some first class out in Australia. I'm a big fan. 27 runs, 26 runs to avoid the follower now. Harry Brook is playing a really big innings for us here. Huge innings, in fact. After we have struggled elsewhere. Just a single. Can you get home? He can. Oh, Charlie Anderson doing us a favour here. I mean, the problem kind of is, these numbers here, in particular, are too low. Nathan Lyon, you can't blame the guy for only managing to get 3 runs. You can't blame him. That's not his job. His job is to take wickets. That's his job. But the fact that he's able to survive 42 deliveries, that's incredible. You know, he's out there saying, okay, I'm seeing it off. I'm seeing it off. I'm seeing it off. In fact, partnership between them was 38 runs. 38 runs. And now we're doing the same thing here with Hazelwood and Anderson. And that's unfortunately what Dorcius and Abbott weren't really able to do. 20 runs now to avoid that follow-on. Come on, Anderson. Keep surviving, buddy. Oh, he's been dropped. Oh, my word. They'll take 2 for it. And there is T. I mean, it's brilliant stuff. It's brilliant stuff from Harry Brook, mostly. He's still going. He's still going. That's 300 up for the team. Another boundary. 6 runs needed now to avoid that follow-on. Do it in one shot, lad. Nope, just a 4. And there we go. There we go. 5 runs from it. The lead is 150. And there we go. Okay, now I know it for sure. Because I'm not sure if you get exactly 150. Have you avoided the follow-on? I'm not sure. Doesn't matter now, though. So let's see if Harry Brook can kind of turn up the gears and potentially kind of take this total that he is kind of... he's gotten half of it, basically. He's doing a little bit of what the Western Australia player was doing, just absolutely controlling the game. He's broken records in his first innings for us. He is breaking records. There's another boundary. That's another 4. And again, 4 more through square leg. And again, Harry Brook. This is incredible. This is a 73 run partnership for the very last wicket. And it's, I mean, I don't know how much of it's Harry Brook. I mean, whatever Anderson is on, he's on 6. So Harry Brook is just taking the game by the scruff of the neck. And we're only 120 behind now. So it's actually, it's huge. It's absolutely huge from Harry Brook. He's playing a crazy innings. And it's awesome from him. He survives that one. I thought that might have been gone, but it's not. And what's he on? He's on 172. And finally he is gone. But what a way to kind of say, yeah, I'm playing for New South Wales. I'm here. I'm playing for New South Wales. What a score for him. I mean, his records are pretty dang crazy. What's his test average in the game is 45. That's pretty nice. I mean, that's better than his averages across like other... kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy, but 107 is the difference. We're on day 3, session 3. There's only half of the session left. The only way we win this game from here is if we are kind of very canny. with how we bowl. We don't give away cheap runs, and we take wickets. Yeah, we've got to bowl. We've got to bowl kind of canny here, because if we, for example, if we are able to skittle them out for, let's say, 100, 150, and give ourselves a target of 200, 250, that's very gettable in a day's play and a bit. But we've got to do the hard yards now, and we've got to try and take the wickets now. But obviously what happened in the last innings is we did take a couple of early wickets, and then things kind of fell off a little bit. So got to try and combat that this time. We've still got a slip in place. Like, we're still playing with a little bit of aggression going, but we can't really afford to just give away boundaries, give away runs. There's the first one. Hazelwood gets the wicket. That's nice. That's good. That brings in Cartwright. And if we can get him early, I mean, that's what we would like. Okay, Anderson, take a break, take a breather. Abbott comes in. Hazelwood again. 2 Bancroft this time. Oh, I think it's going down. Oh my word, it's been given. Okay, I'm not sure about that one, but we'll take it. Abbott goes, and this is very much where they were in the first inning. So we've got to try and do something differently. We did in that first inning. So let's change the line to Cartwright. This is, oh, Hardy's put one through the slips. Okay, that's telling me go a little bit more aggressive. Have another slip in there, and maybe you'll get a wicket. That's close. Last over, that's day 3. But they're already at 65 for 2. You see what I mean? I mean, Cartwright's playing the right way. He's playing kind of quickly, knowing that if they can put up a total quickly, then their chance of winning goes up. So, have a take a break. We can go back to Anderson. Hazelwood, I'm really kind of banking on, but even he has been hit for runs by Cartwright right here. So we're going to have to kind of set that field in a way of trying to stop those leg side runs, basically. Same again over here. I mean, getting hit through the ground, down the ground, I'm not too bothered about. But we need wickets, so let's throw an over of Nathan Lyon in. Didn't really work. Back to Sean Abbott. He actually went for a boundary there as well. Hazelwood too hardy. Okay, Hazelwood's been injured. Oh my word, are you kidding me? I was just about to change him. Was just about to change him as well. Josh is too hardy. Nothing there, and this is fast becoming. Are they going to declare? Are they going to try and declare? What are they going to do? There they go. That's interesting. That's actually a little bit interesting. They've declared a 182, giving us a target of 293. Kind of want to go for it. I mean, it feels a bit silly not to, but we'll see what happens. We've got 2 sessions to get 300 runs. Like, that's very doable. Let's see what happens here, though. Because if we can get on top of this innings, get on top of this chase, then they're going to regret that early decision to declare. I don't know if it's early. They've still got 300 runs to play with, let's say. But I don't know. It seems a little bit premature, I'll be honest. Okay, Hackney's gone early. That brings in Maddinson, who instantly goes as well. And that kind of just like that, my mindset has to change. And we need 300 now, but the wickets that we've got in hand have now just tanked, 8 wickets left. And obviously Hazelwood's injured, so it's technically 7. It's just a different game now. It's just a different game. Konstas is still out there trying to hit some boundaries, which is very useful. But 260 off of how many overs we saying? How many overs are we saying? In a session, you get 30-ish, usually less. Usually less. I know I can't really make a judgment at this point because the game is in the balance. If we lose wickets, then the game is very much in the balance. But I don't want to just play completely shut up shop, you know, go into our shells. Still try and get the win if it's there. But Maddinson, that did not help. That really did not help at all. What are we saying we need? What are we saying we need? We need 230 runs. So 3 hours to get them. You're looking at 12 overs an hour, 36. Let's say we've got 40 overs. Forty times 4, 160. 40 times 5, 200. 40 times 6, 240. You're looking at a run a ball, provided you don't lose wickets. It's tough. I'm trying to work out it. I mean, part of me says it's worth the risk. Losing, we can't even worry about it. We've got to play as though the win is there for the taking. The other side of it is this is the first game of the season. The first game of the season. You don't need to go crazy thinking, yeah, we've got to get this win now, because we don't. You know, we don't have to get this win now. We've got to play a season's worth of cricket and try our best over a season's worth. So it's a really interesting one. It's saying about 3 minutes. 3 to 4 minutes per over. So you are looking at about 15 potentially in 15 to 20 overs in a session. 50 up for Constas is brilliant. Really, really well done. I'm going to tell him to keep going because I don't mind so much if he gets out. I would be a bit more worried if Harry Brook gets out after the absolute carnage he was causing in the first innings. By the way, this pair has taken the game by the scruff of the neck a little bit. They've gotten us up to 100 when we were, what, 13 for 2? I'm thinking. We were 12 for 2. We were 12 for 2. So, yeah. This game is not done, except for Constas putting it straight up. Been caught. Davies comes in. Okay, that's not a bad way to start your innings. And that's good from Brook as well. He's on 34. Lovely shot from Davies. Beats the fielder. 4 runs. 9 minutes left. This is I don't know. I don't know. This is a cracking first game though. That's the last over. 164 needed in the last session. We've got it doesn't give us the overs. Okay, you've got to assume 3 to 4 minutes. If it's 4 minutes, you're getting 12 and a half overs in. Obviously, you're not really getting that. You're getting what? 15-ish, 12, 13, 14, 15 overs in per hour. Depends how it goes. If it is 3 minutes per episode, no, 3 minutes per over, you're obviously getting 20 overs in. Or you're getting 15. If it takes longer than that, you're getting less. So we can assume anywhere between 30 to 40 overs from here. Still need to go at, let's say, 5s or 6s to go here. So we've got to be careful. We've got to be careful. The win is potentially there for us if we play this carefully. Okay. Okay, that's a great over because singles are not the worst thing to happen here. Let's tell Davies to keep moving up through the gears while Brook just kind of does his thing. That's what I'm hoping for here. Just Brook just kind of does his thing and Davies smacks some runs and really changes the game. Brook's made 50. He is absolutely taken to Australian cricket like a fish to water. Like a duck to water. Oh, that was close from Davies, but he survives. We take 2 off the over, 144 to win off of 144. How incredible is that? That was Davies surviving a chance. We're going to risk him carrying on. And I kind of knew, didn't want to do that. But let's go. Josh Philippi starts as he means to go on. 4 runs. And again, beating that mid-on fielder on either side right now. And then puts one down past the slips. That's pretty dang useful. Harry Brook stays there. Philippi starts moving through the gears. That's not great from Harry Brook. That's too slow, in fact. Oh, Philippi's been dropped. My word. He's been dropped. It's because he's not in yet, you know, and I'm trying to tell him to play aggressive, but he's not in yet. So the risk of him getting out is high. We know that. 106 to win now. And I mean, Harry Brook doesn't seem like he's having any troubles here at all. Philippi's going to keep going up the gears as Brook keeps doing what he's doing. That's another boundary. 6 more. And round the corner. 4 more. 11 off the over. 88 to win off an hour. It's very doable. We've played this so well. But the reason is we played this well is because Konstas and Brook have played out of their skin. And Philippi's come in and he's able to keep going. If he does get out, it's fine. Because he's come in, he's doing a job. The thing that's really unbelievable is the fact that he's not been allowed to get set. And I'm still telling him to go. And he is going. Brook, on the other hand, is just a next level player, it seems. And he is not having any trouble. That's an incredible over. Okay, 15 off that over. Brook is looking to kind of double up. Ton in the first innings, ton in the second. He can't. 93. He's gone. Sean Abbott. Oh, my word. 68 still needed. 54 minutes. $67 or 51. 62 or 44. It's going to be rough. Philippi's got to smack some runs. Abbott's got to try and help him out. Gets away with that single there. 56 or 40 minutes. I don't know. This could be close, but we've got, I think, with the wickets in hand now, we've actually got a bit more leeway. And I think, oh, but there we go. Philippi's gone. Dorsius comes in. Let's see. In the air from Dorsius. Over the fielder. 4 runs. 51 needed. My word. Still 4 wickets in hand. 32 minutes to get 50 runs. 2 big overs. And this game is ours. 2 big overs. That's what I'm saying. This could be one of them. Oh, it is. 8 from it. You lose another wicket. And now Nathan Lyon's in. 42 to win. 39 to win. This is one heck of a game. Dorsius, has he picked out a fielder? The fielder, I don't think he's getting there. He's not getting there. It's 4 runs. But Dorsius gets bowled. Okay, now 23 minutes to just survive because it's only 2 wickets in hand. I can't really risk it now. And yet, oh, he's been dropped. My word. Anderson, 2 overs left, 1 over left. Oh my word, there's still a chance here. Whatever, I mean, for us to lose this game. Match drawn. How far were we? I think we were like 15 runs away. So 461, 354. So that's a difference of 107. Then they get 108, 186, sorry. Add 107 to that is 293. We got 20 runs. It's 20 runs, but what a draw. What a draw. Crazy game. First game. Crazy game indeed. We did not bat well. In general, I want to say we are absolutely hanging on Harry Brook. But then again, without Cartwright, Western Australia would be out a lot of runs as well. So, apples and oranges, as the case may be. Okay, let's hit continue here. We take a draw and somehow we're beneath teams who got losses. Because of our bonuses being so low. Wow. Anyway, hit continue. Next up will be Western Australia, the same team in a one-day cup game. Players have returned from duty. Hazelwood's out for a little bit. Shaw's out for a bit longer, but still not that bad. Thank you for watching, guys. I do hope you've enjoyed today's episode. New era. with New South Wales, a new season. And yeah, thank you for watching. I shall catch you next time.